fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, August the 24th, the year's 2026. Let's talk trading. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And when you are trading, make sure your risk management's in place so you don't lose more than you're willing to lose. So let's get right into the charts. It's been a while since I've done a weekly open. I think it might be the first time this month. It's been a crazy month here. Okay, so right now we're at 136.39 for the pound on the monthly chart. You can see we're above the previous month's high. We're at 153 pips above the monthly open, 36 off that high and 223 off the low. And we just hit the launch pad. For the week, oh wow, look at all these open gaps. The pound filled its open gap, but there's a lot of open gaps here. Looks like we're trying to cross above the previous week's close right here, which was 42.8. On the daily, we're putting in the opening range for the day. We are above the opening range for the month and the opening range for the year. It's interesting, if you look at it, the opening range for the month, actually the high is above the opening range for the year and the low is below the opening range for the year. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. For the year, 184 pips above the yearly open. We're 227 off the high. And 502 off the low. We are right at the high of the weekly inside bar from 16 weeks ago. We're above the daily inside bar from 9 days ago. And for the month, we are within the inside bar from 6 months ago. No pair is over 100 pips. Wow. No pair over 100 pips. It's been a while since that's happened too. Looking at the buy zone for the week, it's just we've actually crossed below the weekly open once. But not quite twice. Close, but no cigar. Range is not big enough for rat trades. We've taken out the daily pivot. We haven't hit the weekly pivot yet. And we have taken out the monthly pivot. Right there, we are just right below the previous trading days upper wick zone. Notice the percentage of the time price is closing outside of the wick zones is basically 2 out of 3. Looking at the ranges, we've only got 35 pips so far today, so of course 0 percentile. Looking at some simple price action here. Looks like price did not launch so far. It's trying to. For those of you, if this is your first time, I consider when the price is in the 40s, whether it's 36.40, 35.40, 37.40, 40.40, I consider that the launch pad, because it seems like if it goes up to 40, if the open for the day is below 40, usually it'll hit 60, 65. And I believe one of the reasons is because it's trying to take out stops. But the why doesn't really matter. What matters is how often it does it and whether or not I get to exploit it. So as you can see here, price looks like it's trying to launch once again. And when it does hit the launch pad, it might take an hour or so to make those 10 pips or more, 20 pips, or sometimes it'll just scream right through it. That's why I call it the launch pad. Okay, we've got some competing death crosses here, which is when the EMA on the EMA 5 or indicator 2 on the 1 minute crosses below the indicator 2 on the 5 minute. Now we've got death crosses to the upside, so we could be good to go. Indicator 2, it says basically saying to stay long. I think I looked at the wrong charts here. Let's see, my chart analysis says the trends in an uptrend, mixed structure, no break of structure, change of character. We're within the 2 zones here. We're sitting right at we're above the VWAP right here. For those who like to play with the VWAP, too funny. I forgot to load up the news template. There we go. And I need to turn a bunch of things off. There we go. Clean up that chart a bit. We look at M30. And how I like to use this chart on M30, pretty much candle color at the line. Spot reference is when I made this chart. You can see the time I made this chart. Actually, let's see. I usually run the news before, but I think there was a problem, so I had to rerun something. So that spot reference is 36.35. You can see that happened the last half hour. So from here, what I look to do is trade when price crosses the line. Sometimes I might drop down to the 5-minute or even the 1-minute, just depending on the price action. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. So you can see here, it dipped down, wait for the candle to close, and then decide. That's sometimes that's really important, waiting for the candle to close, depending on the method of entry that you're using, because we're talking a 1-minute candle. It's only 60, less than 60 seconds. And so usually what I do is I wait for the candle to close, maybe within 2 or 3 seconds of the candle close, depending if I'm getting ticks or not. And then I'll put my trade on right so I get the open, especially if I'm trading flip-flop boxes. Or sometimes I might want to wait, but usually I want to let that candle close to get a better read on it. Now with the 5-minute candle, don't necessarily let it close unless I'm looking to trade in the opposite direction. So if I was looking for a long, I'd be sitting on my hands right now. We had 1, 2 higher lows and 1, 2 higher highs, but now we're getting a lower low. So if you want to go long, it's sit on hands time. And that's just something I've learned. Now, of course, you can always look to the left and you can see how many times price has bounced off this 38 level. And there's a nice 3-pip bounce right there. So that's maybe one reason not to wait. If you're trading off of levels, you just want to pick it, but you never know. And so you can see here, it looks a lot different on a 1-minute chart than a 5-minute chart. But the thing is, price is still the same. Doesn't matter. It's just the representation, because all these candles are, it's just data compression. You take either 1 minute's worth of data or 5 minutes worth of data, and you make a candle out of it. It's just data compression. But a lot of traders don't understand it, because most people making videos and writing books and selling systems, they don't say that. They want you to think, things like anything below the H1 is noise, or anything below the daily is noise, or anything below the weekly is just noise. But there's some of us traders, we make our living off of that quote unquote noise. So it's just something to consider. Okay, looking at the range by month, we haven't looked at that in a while either. Like I said, this has been a crazy month. 258. What's the ATR percent? Wow, we're at 67. That's next to the lowest. And we've got a week left. We might be able to expand that. Just have to wait and see. Close. Minus the open percentage. Okay, we're up to 1.34 here in August. You know what, fellow traders? Fastest 15 minutes of trading is just about over. It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. Go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumple One.